The strings on the bass are old. What I'm going to really evaluate is the difference in the string response. This is going to be a real wild child, rough style installation of the KSM Foundation Bridge. Right, check their YouTube videos to see how they install it properly using string to do the alignment, rulers, etc., tape. But I don't have any of those things. I just have a feel I'm going to enjoy this whole process. Woohoo! They have 3 holes for matching it on a fender, which would otherwise have 5 holes. We're going to do the height adjustment using the bridge that's on the Peavey. I have my most handy piece of tool, a piece of paper. Look at the teeth there. The adjustment screw for the action, for the ramp action on the KSM is right at the front of the saddle. There's that little hole right there. I'm going to use that #1 piece of measuring equipment flat down and right against the string, so I just need half of it. What I'm going to do is just put a little bit of lining up the paper flush with the body. Press it in. Bend the paper, keeping the edge square. I'm just going to rip it. That's how it's going to fit. From this point on your bridge to the 12th fret is exactly the same as from the 12th fret to the nut. This hole on this bridge is going to mount exactly the same place as the same hole on the new bridge. We can therefore calculate the distance from this hole to the bridge saddle. You're going to fine tune and intonate by ear and electronic tuner. Yeah. The through the body holes for the Peavey bass are farther ahead than the ones on the KSM. So if I wanted to use the through body feature of the KSM bridge with this bass, I'd have to either mount it way over here, and of course first loosening the locking screws that are on the sides. You want to be careful lifting your bridge sometimes because there's a ground wire connected to the bridge. If there isn't, there ought to be one. Voila. See these 4 holes here which I used for the string through? This is a Peavey bass and not a Fender bass. Out of the 5 that are here on the Peavey, we're going to use the center 3 is a match. So I use the new screws that came with the KSM bridge. We should loosen these before putting that screw in. Put a cloth between the work, so I fold it to slap up. This will now extend to make it to where the bridge lies. I can actually put it right into the groove. What we next want to do is get our intonation. Lining it up, marking the holes, where the center of this bridge is, crossing over that line. But the mounting hole that's matching on the new bridge and this saddle is my reverse intonation. You get me? So I want to see what's going on under here. There we are. And there's the beauty of this thing. So clean. Such a clean design. So now I've got this bridge mounted firmly to the body. Such a close tolerance. I haven't adjusted the intonation yet, so until we get that done, I'm leaving these loose. Of course, the front one is the first string, second string, third, and fourth. So now I can actually take the edge that I folded and marked on the original bridge, this edge, and it actually does line up with the edge on the new bridge. That's not always going to happen. I'm going to adjust this saddle to line up the measurement for each bridge saddle according to the intonation marks we have. You see how it's working now? Oh, I like it. going to use the second Allen key provided. The difference between sitting on the 2 screws on the original bridge, you can feel your string is pulling uphill, pushing downhill. Leaning on another key, playing up and down. Sometimes it doesn't fully touch down. What would you prefer? All that craziness? Or, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I was really getting conscious about not wanting to scratch up my bridge. Took all the screws out, lifted out the saddles. You have to lift it straight up. Take them in the same order. It's totally smooth. This thing really looks so beautiful. I don't want to give it any scratches. Even though the KSM logo and the patent sign on the side of the bridge are kind of big in white lettering, they're not really like too obtrusive. You got it going on. This kind of birdie. What a difference! Shoo! Really close. So I'm gonna have to drop it down, but this thing is just looking hot, boy. Actually, I thought I'd have a hard time adjusting the intonation with the wrench, but it's amazing. What I like with this is that there's no rattling kind of play. When you want to change direction it's going, you're not pushing the springs to make them a little more this or that. KSM Foundation Bridge. It's on there and solid, and listen, nothing is loose on it. No spindly tiny 1-step, 2-step legs. Leg screws that get warped and then can't be adjusted. This one's gone. Usually thought the black on this looked pretty good, but compare, my goodness, it's beautiful. The finish is beautiful. The workmanship is excellent. The precision is excellent. The design, everything is looked after. Even the small hex screw wrench to adjust the action. It's strategically placed to one side of the strings. The string is actually livelier. Just this first string. More sustain. They're more lively. What I'm really aware of now is how cheesy the pickups sound. Let me turn this bass. It's clear. It just sounds great. 24 minutes and a half, so about 30 minutes or less you can actually change it, including changing the strings, doing the intonation, taking your old bridge off, putting a new one on. The only two tools I had, Allen keys, with a screwdriver, and my little piece of paper, and I love it. It sustains more, it's clear, it's lively, and definitely more solid than the old one, and it looks better. Everything sounds better on it, seriously. Cosmetic view.
Another fine Ice Hut production.